Hello everybody, a very good afternoon to all of you. Today we are going to discuss about another interesting topic of physiology, that is about respiration, and in this video we will detailedly discuss about human respiratory system. First, let's know what is respiration. Respiration means the process of exhalation. It means it is considered as the gaseous exchange between organism and its environment. The exchange of gas between organism and its environment Okay, so it is one of the energy yielding process. Respiration is one of the energy yielding process, because without respiration the yielding of energy is not possible. When it takes place in absence of oxygen, it is said to be anaerobic type. When respiration takes place in presence of oxygen, it is called as aerobic type. So, on the basis of availability of oxygen, it is of two types: aerobic respiration and anaerobic type of respiration. Aerobic respiration provide maximum energy from the degradation of food particles in comparison to anaerobic. So, all higher organisms respire by this method. Okay. So, let's come about the organs of respiratory organ. What are the common organs? The primary organs are body surface. First of all, we have to discuss about body surface. Most of the individual, from protozoa, porifera, coelenterata, platyhelminthes, the rotifera, respire by their body surface. The principal organ of respiration is body surface. Okay. Then next to body surface, the second organ is skin. The skin or moist skin, in case of a variety of organism like earthworm, in case of frog, in leech. In these cases, the respiration takes place by skin. How is it possible? For this respiration, the skin must be moist. The atmospheric oxygen at first dissolve at the mucous layer or moist region. After that, it is taken up through the cutaneous gland. Okay. The third respiratory organ is trachea. Trachea or book lungs. It is found in insecta, arthropoda, insecta of arthropoda phylum. Aquatic arthropods have gills. It is found in arthropods. Okay. Next to trachea, we have to discuss about gills. It is found in majority of aquatic organisms. Suppose mollusca, fishes, gills are found. Mollusca, fishes, in such cases gills are found. Then lungs. It is the vital and most advanced type of respiratory organ which is found in terrestrial animals. reptilia, reptiles, aves, and most of the terrestrial mammals. So these are the major organs: skin, cutaneous respiration. When it takes place by trachea, it is tracheal respiration. When it is takes by gills, it is branchial respiration. When it takes place by lungs, it is pulmonary type of respiration. Okay, so it is all about organs of respiration. So which type of respiration is confined in human being? In case of human being, the type of respiration is pulmonary, because the respiration in man takes place with the help of lungs. Okay, so we have to discuss detail about the respiratory. So let's discuss about detail in human respiratory, detail about human respiratory system. Human beings are terrestrial organisms, so the respiration is pulmonary type. The respiratory system, a specific respiratory system, is found in human being. It starts from nostril, a pair of openings, external nares. Suppose two openings are found. These two openings are external nares, or these are nostril. Nostril help in communicating air into the nasal chamber. Okay, the initial chamber just after nostril, it is called as vestibular chamber. वेस्टिबुलर चैम्बर होगा. उसके बाद द मिडिल चैम्बर कंसिस्ट ऑफ थ्री scroll-like bones, which are called as turbinates or nasal conchae. This middle chamber is a respiratory chamber. Inside the respiratory chamber, what happens? Ciliated epithelial cells are present. These are turbinates or turbinal bones. Except the turbinates, here ciliated epithelial cells are present. The moisture mixed with air during this, when the air passes through this chamber, it mixed with water vapor, so that the velocity of air reduces. It cannot rupture or causes damage to the respiratory system, and the gas became, atmospheric component became moisture content. So heat and moisture mixed with air, it passes through the next chamber. The next chamber of nasal is olfactory chamber. What the function of olfactory chamber? Olfactory chamber carries mucus, a layer of mucus, which help in dissolving the odorous particle for smell. This part is responsible for smelling. It help in detecting odor of the gas. Okay, so it is all about the respiratory chamber. External is nasal chamber. Then the nasal chamber has been divided into three zones. The important zone is then the next region of respiratory system is pharynx. It is a common passage for food and air. After this chamber, the air directly communicate into the pharynx. The pharynx is the common passage for food and air. Pharynx, suppose this is the pharynx, this zone is pharynx. The pharynx consists of, here it is uvula, this part internal nostril open into the pharynx after the uvula. This is oral passage, so this pharynx is oropharynx. This part is nasopharynx. Here voice box is present, so it is laryngopharynx. Laryngopharynx. Pharynx is differentiated into three zones: oropharynx, nasopharynx and laryngopharynx. Okay, then come to larynx. Larynx. The larynx is called as voice box, or it is a hollow cartilaginous box present in human being. It consists of, this larynx consists of 9 cartilage. Larynx consists of 9 cartilage and a pair of vocal cords found in larynx. The voice box in bird is called as syrinx. So let's discuss about the cartilage detail. Out of the 9 cartilage, 3 cartilage are paired and 3 are unpaired. What are the name of unpaired cartilage? Unpaired cartilage. The first unpaired cartilage is thyroid cartilage. Thyroid cartilage. The second unpaired cartilage is cricoid cartilage. Cricoid. And the third one is epiglottis. Okay. The thyroid cartilage is largest cartilage. Thyroid means shield shape. So due to thyroid cartilage, the laryngeal prominence, we have prominent larynx, this region, we have prominent larynx, this region is due to thyroid cartilage. So this thyroid cartilage is largest cartilage. Below the thyroid cartilage, cricoid cartilage is present. It is a ring-like cartilage. This cricoid is ring-like cartilage. Epiglottis is attached to inner surface of thyroid cartilage. Inner surface. Suppose this is thyroid cartilage, inner surface. The epiglottis is like here. Epiglottis above. The opening is glottis. Epiglottis is above, but it is attached to inner side of thyroid cartilage. Okay, these are the 3 unpaired cartilages. What are the paired cartilages then? Let's see it. The paired cartilage consists of arytenoid cartilage. Arytenoid cartilage. The second paired cartilage is corniculate cartilage. The third paired cartilage is cuneiform. Cartilage. Okay. Sorry, CUNEI. Cuneiform cartilage. The arytenoid cartilage consists of small pair cartilage. The vocal ligaments are attached to here. Vocal ligaments attached to arytenoid cartilage. The corniculate cartilage is nodule-like, valve-like. It is present upper surface of arytenoid cartilage. Cuneiform cartilage, it is elongated, narrow cartilage which is above the corniculate. So the cuneiform cartilage is above, below corniculate, then arytenoid cartilage found. Okay, so these are paired means 6 cartilage, here 3 cartilage, total 9 cartilages are found. Vocal cords, what about vocal cords? The vocal cords are elastic ligament structures present on either side of opening. A pair of vocal cords, these are elastic ligaments are present which are attached to arytenoid cartilage. Arytenoid cartilage, the vocal cord consists of a pair of cartilages on either side of opening. They are attached to arytenoid cartilage. The vocal cords are covered by mucous membrane. Vocal cords are mucous membrane. On either side of glottis, above the glottis, epiglottis is present. On either side of glottis, the vocal cords are present. Vocal cords. When the air from the lungs rushes out, लंग्स से एयर जब निकलेगा तब क्या होगा, ए वोकल कॉर्ड वाइब्रेशन होगा, बिकॉज दीज आर प्रेजेंट ऑन आइदर साइड ऑफ स्लिट दैट इज द ग्लॉटिस. सो द वाइब्रेशन ऑफ वोकल कॉर्ड प्रोड्यूसेस साउंड. ओके, सो इट इज ऑल अबाउट द 9 cartilages. Then next to it, that is trachea. Next to larynx, the prominent larynx is Adam's apple, which is due to presence of which cartilage? The largest cartilage is shield cartilage, thyroid cartilage. Okay, so this is trachea, air pipe. Okay, the trachea is present in front of oesophagus. Oesophagus उसका पीछे होगा, trachea उसका आगे. Okay, so the trachea is about 12 centimeter in long. Trachea which is about 12 centimeter in length. Okay, this trachea is lined by ciliated pseudostratified epithelium. Inside the trachea, ciliated pseudostratified epithelium present. At the T5 zone, what is T5? At 5th thoracic vertebrae, the trachea divided into 2 bronchi. Okay, the right bronchi is wider and short, left bronchi is narrow and longer. It is about 2.5 centimeter. It is about 5 centimeter. Okay, 2 bronchi. Both trachea and bronchi are supported by C-shaped cartilage. Both trachea and bronchi are supported by C-shaped cartilage rings. About 12 links are present to cover trachea and bronchi. This ring prevent the collapse of trachea or air tube. Okay, trachea and bronchi are supported by this C-shaped cartilage ring. The first bronchi are primary bronchi. It is again divided into secondary bronchi. Here secondary bronchi. Secondary bronchi again divided into tertiary bronchi, primary, secondary, tertiary bronchi. The bronchi again divided into bronchioles. The first bronchioles are initial bronchiole, So bronchi, primary, secondary, tertiary, then initial bronchiole. Let me to write it, label it thoroughly. This is trachea, primary bronchi, this is secondary bronchi, this is tertiary bronchi, this is bronchiole, initial bronchiole. The initial bronchiole again divided to produce lobular bronchiole. Initial bronchiole divided to produce lobular bronchiole. Okay. Lobular bronchiole. The lobular bronchiole again divided to produce terminal bronchiole. In this way, these gradually, these are terminal bronchiole. The air tube gradually became narrow and its number goes on increasing. Okay. The terminal bronchiole open into respiratory bronchiole and alveolar duct. Let's see this side only. I have not done from this side. Terminal bronchiole, it open into respiratory bronchiole and then alveolar duct. Okay, respiratory bronchiole. Respiratory bronchiole. Respiratory bronchiole again open to alveolar duct. Okay, alveolar duct. This alveolar duct, what happened to this alveolar duct? The alveolar duct open into atrium. Atrium consists of 3 to 5 alveoli. Okay, this is atrium. The alveolar duct consists of alveolar sac. Alveolar sac, and this is atrium. Okay, so it is all about the respiratory division of air tube division. So alveolar sac, alveolar duct are the terminal air tubes. There are about 75 crores of alveoli in human lungs. How many alveoli? 75 crores of alveoli in human being, which covers approximately 100 square meter area. 100 square meter area. Okay, so it is all about the division of air tubes. Let's discuss about the structure of lungs. Okay, the lungs consist of 2 air sacs, trachea, bronchi. Right bronchi is wider and short, left bronchi is longer. This is the lungs. Another lungs. The right lungs is larger than left, and left carries a notch cavity called as cardiac notch, because heart is present here. Cardiac notch. Right lung, the right lung consists of 3 lobes: superior, middle, inferior, by means of transverse fissure, oblique fissure. Left lung consists of superior and inferior by only oblique fissure. Okay. Above the lungs, it is well protected by pleura. The pleura, outermost pleura is parietal pleura. Parietal pleura. and the inner pleura just attached to the surface of lungs, that is visceral pleura. So the pleura consists of parietal pleura, then visceral pleura. Here is also outermost parietal pleura, inner visceral pleura. In between parietal and visceral pleura, this is visceral pleura. There is a cavity called as pleural cavity. This pleural cavity is filled with fluid, that is pleural fluid. So it is all about lungs and the respiratory passage. Tracheal rings are found here, and mind it, remember it, the tracheal rings are present up to the lobular bronchioles. These C-shaped cartilaginous rings are meant for supporting the tube and prevent it from collapsing. Okay, so it is all about the respiratory system of human being. Please like, share and subscribe this video.